Lighting.
Yeah.
Is this lighting cool?
I like the light.
We're actually looking alright today.
Yeah, we look clean today.
There's times when we're on here.
And we look scruffy and dirty. Dirty birdies.
That's what sometimes like that.
Roughnecks.
Maybe the sponsors don't get back. Those are the episodes they saw. Then the sponsors are like, no.
Can we sponsor these?
Not
the
these.
way they look.
They must go and see Legends Fest. They must get from Legends Fest. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to.
Back in your.
Anyway, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the PlugCast.
Yes, sir.
I am your homie, Chabito, a.k.a. Chub Heights, a.k.a. Bundling King, a.k.a. Voice of LOB, a.k.a. Rahudi Books, a.k.a. what you know what I'm saying? And I am with the Rolly, the homie.
I don't know what you're saying.
Rolly.
Yo, my name is...
No,
not before that.
Oh.
My name is Mac Tata. Mac Tata. Tony Tata. It don't matter. You just gotta put at the end of it. You know what I mean?
Like that.
Welcome to the PlugCast. I need to get a PlugCast t-shirt.
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
We'll be getting merchandise really soon.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, like we're saying, if this is your first time here, make sure you do the right thing. Go straight there to that little thing that's written subscribe.
Subscribe.
Hit up subscribe. And then what you go to the little bell right next to the notification. And then after that, what do? You make sure you jump in the comments, say something. Pa! Oh, man. The sound effects.
Dramatic effect.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so...
And then you hit the share thing and it goes through your timeline.
Just pass it to the home.
It just through your timeline,
Pass it to the people. Pass it to the people. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. And you are here with your boys. And we are back at it talking about everything and everything under the sky. Under the sun.
Under the sea.
Now, it seems like, hey man, of late we've been starting these things on a really sad note. I remember I was just thinking, it's crazy because I was just thinking I think it wasn't even the other day, it was just last night when we were just compiling today's item.
Yeah.
That on my Instagram, the last 3 posts, if not the last 4 posts, have actually been people that passed.
Yeah.
The last, I think about a couple of weeks ago, we spoke about we lost our homegirl Sasa.
Yeah.
Last week, we were just mourning the big homie X.
Yeah.
And now today, we're back again. And it's another RIP to Black Rob, man. And
rest in peace to Black Rob.
Rest in peace, Black Rob.
Nobody should go through what he went through towards the end of his life.
Dog. I'd like to ask you a bit about that.
Makes me sad.
Particularly because I'm going to be the first to say, as much as I love Black Rob, I didn't pay much attention to the last bit of his career.
Yeah.
Right after X passed, just before X passed, when X was on life support, a video came out of
Black
him.
Rob was also in the hospital.
And he was in hospital. And he looked bad.
He had suffered he had 2 or 3 strokes.
What?
Yeah, he had suffered 2 or 3 strokes.
Damn.
And at the time he was homeless.
Yeah, I heard that too.
What makes me sad is that a person who contributed to a time in hip hop would end up homeless. And the people he was signed to, especially, let's go back. They did a Bad Boy reunion tour and they made money. I don't know who made the money, but people made money because it was a reunion tour.
Yeah. A pretty big tour, by the way.
A very, very big tour because he was able to...
It went through America.
Yeah, P. Diddy was able to get Mace, The Logs, Faith Evans, Lil Kim, Junior Mafia, Black Rob, Loon. Like he was able to... No, Loon was in prison at the time.
Oh, yeah.
He was able to get most of the roster.
Yeah.
And they went on tour and they made money. So I don't know what happened in between that time, but in between that time, Black Rob ended up homeless. He was sick towards the end of his life. The hip-hop community was starting to rally behind it and say, yo, there's no way that we can let one of our own be like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know one person who was The Locks. They were very vocal about it, like, yo, like, we need a union in hip-hop because he would have healthcare, he would have A, B, C, and D if we had these things in place. And it just breaks my heart that bruh, Whoa went platinum. And then he had a follow-up single called That's Crazy, went platinum. And then he was on Bad Boy for Life, that went platinum.
I think I Dare You did pretty well as well. I think I Dare You went gold, if not
24
platinum.
Hours to Live. He was on that one too.
Yeah, he was there. He was on that
went
as well.
platinum.
Yeah.
So what is happening that I understand the business of hip hop where you only get 15 points or a certain amount of points on the sales, but
yeah.
after how many years are you not being able to purchase the rights to your things back? Like you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but rest in peace, Black Rob. I hate that anybody had to go out like that. But that's another conversation for another day, because I feel like black-owned labels are just perpetuating what happened to them, and that's not. And as much as it is a business, and as much as people are given the opportunity to go see a lawyer and sign contracts,
it's not cool, man.
How do you feel doing that to one of your own, bro? Like, especially when you're already a billionaire, it's not gonna. Anyway, that's another topic for another day.
Like I as much as I really, because I really feel like anything to do with this topic, especially for people like you and me, we're not gonna find a way to get around the fact that, can we understand how people are going out like this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really want to celebrate this man right now.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I'm really in pain, because there's a lot of things coming up about this one particular man that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is it all looking like it's a pattern now?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like maybe that we'll discuss at another time.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But if there's one thing, I think more than anything that I would really like to make sure I mention just about the homie. Out of all the hip hop beats you ever knew, I'm gonna dare you to mention 5 hip hop beats that were used in ciphers, on radio, and not include Whoa Monate. I don't know if I said what I wanted to say right, but I think you heard me. Yeah,
I heard you.
Because I was just thinking to myself the other day, I was just like, this beat was just like it's perfect. Like, and I just remember how many freestyles I heard on that beat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fire.
Yeah, come on. Which one?
Mob Deep.
I know what you mean. Burn. Yeah.
Sorry, burn.
Yeah.
Burn. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's do 5 quick. Yeah, that one, Burn. Because I've got one that I think you're gonna miss.
Like those are the only 2 I remember. I don't remember many others. But
would you say Simon Says was one of those?
Yeah, but you know the reason why I don't put that there is because they failed dismally when that beat came on.
A lot of dudes actually did. Yes, you're right. I think maybe I blame that on Pharaoh. Pharaoh is just another guy.
Yeah, no, he's on another.
He's just another level of lyricism.
That beat drowned a lot of people. So
there's another one. There's one that I'm like, and I remember we heard it at one point, and when you heard it, you were like, "Oh my god, not this beat."
Yeah, no, that beat drowned people, so I can't put that in top 5.
Okay.
Top 5 would have to be a beat that people rode, and you're like, "But this guy can spit."
Quiet Storm.
Yes, Quiet Storm.
Yeah.
Quiet Storm.
Yeah.
Shook Ones.
Woo! Yes.
But it's a lot of Mob Deep records.
Mob Deep has a lot of records in there.
It's a lot of Mob Deep records because they had that mid-tempo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Did West Coast have anything? Were there any Dre beats that made it to those ciphers? I don't quite remember.
There's a West Coast beat that was produced by...
The Wash. What about The Wash?
The Wash?
Yeah.
I don't remember The Wash beat. There's a beat by Nocturnal that he made. I don't know who he gave it to, but it was always in ciphers.
Okay.
We'll find it. Parking Lot Pimpin'. The Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak, and Beanie Sieg, and the Snoop Dogg one. It's done by Nocturnal.
Oh, yes.
That one.
I remember that beat.
Yeah, that one was used a lot. But anyway, rest in peace, Black Rob.
Last beat.
That's 5, ain't it?
No. Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna throw my move something. Talib Kweli and thing.
But that also drowned a lot of people.
Yeah, but that beat was used in cypher so much, guys.
But that beat also drowned guys.
Yeah, but that beat down niggas.
That's why, I can't count those beats. When you hear a guy, you're just like,
yeah. When you're like,
no,
you shouldn't
man.
have done that to yourself.
Yeah,
it's just like how I came to realize that people should have never tried to do covers of Started From the Bottom. Yeah, Drake.
Yeah.
All of them were terrible.
Yeah.
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 Anyway, like you said, rest in peace to Black Rob.
I would tell you to go stream his music, but I don't know who owns the publishing, and I don't know his family will get any of the proceeds. So
yeah,
you know.
But anyway,
go play WoW one time.
Do that. Onto a sadder note. Yeah.
This topic hurts my heart because I have a son. It hurts my heart because I've got nieces and nephews, and so it rubs me the wrong way. I know the politically correct thing is not going to be what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I know the Christian thing is gonna be it's not what I'm gonna say. But there was a little girl in South Africa. Her name is Lefuno. Lefuno was bullied at school to the point that she committed suicide.
A video came out
of this young girl being slapped by another girl. A video
went viral of
being attacked. Being attacked. Being assaulted by another girl. And she apologized prior to the assault. But this girl proceeded to attack her. And
there was other girls just edging her on,
cheering her on, and encouraging her to continue to
check this little girl.
Not to check, bro. To bully and abuse this little girl, and she couldn't live down with what happened, and she committed suicide. She wrote a letter which broke my heart.
Super painful, man.
And it furthered my stance in what I'm gonna say. Now, I feel like the girl who bullied her is liable for the death of this little girl.
Yeah.
I think she should get punished like she committed a murder. I don't care how old she is. The little girl apologized to her, and she still continued. And for a person to go through that and be humiliated in front of the whole school, in front of the whole of South Africa, technically the whole world.
The whole world, bro.
And you want to let her get away with it. No, I don't think so. She deserves everything that this other, the way she felt, the way the little girl, the way Lefuno felt, she deserved to feel that way. I think we encourage it too much to be like, no, she should toughen up and blase. And I understand that we should teach our children to be able to navigate tough times, but not like this. Not like this. And everybody, and the person who recorded it also should be held liable. Everybody that was cheering her, the other girl on, should be held liable. I don't take it no other ways. You bully my child, I'm coming for you and your parents. I don't care what anybody says. This whole, no, she's a child. No, she's not a child. She's made a conscious decision to attack this little girl, even when she was saying, I am sorry, I don't want to fight. I'm sorry. No, stop. I'm sorry. Nah, I know. I don't even know what, if you bully my, and then she reported it to the school, and the school didn't do anything, and it got to this. Who would be hold liable? The principal.
Because I think what actually happened is this little girl actually basically just I think the depression hit her from how viral the thing went after it happened.
Because imagine walking to go to school and everybody's looking at you and they're laughing at you. Imagine being on your phone and all you're seeing is this video of yourself being popping up every single
the things that girl was saying in that letter, bro, was so painful.
No.
You know, and word was the family was even apparently struggling to come up with money to go bury this little girl. You know what I mean? And Corey, you know, the thing is, I think I really wanted to talk about this particularly because I saw how enraged you were when you heard about it, you know. And I don't know about you in terms of your past, but for me it hits me very personally because I was bullied when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember the times when I just felt when I felt like there was nobody there. It's people, you know, sometimes I tell people, you don't understand how painful it is when your older siblings are females. Like, you can't go call a big homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not that's how I grew up. I didn't have a big brother when I was like, oh, you're gonna take my thing, I'm gonna go get my big brother.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, not all my big brothers were like my cousins, but my cousins are South African, so all of them were that side. Like, and for me, it was one of those things where I couldn't go bother my kind of. I was raised by my grandfather. I can't go bother a man that old about things that are happening. Go home, so I'll tell, go squealing, yes, and you know the punishment is never as crazy as it. As like, you know, when they punish you, a whole, like in primary school, where it's like on some, okay, now you guys, you shouldn't do this, and you're being told stop doing this to this guy, and you don't understand like the emotional like trauma this person that you're putting me next to has put me through, and you're talking to them, go to like, and you can even feel like the way the person is being reprimanded is so chill.
It's
compared to what compared to what you wish like the person reprimanding this person had a video of what was being done to you. Then they'll actually see, dude, you can't just tell this person they should never do this or put them through detention. This person actually broke me. You get what I'm trying to say? And like, bro, like, and I think this is why I tell people all the time, like, this is why I take like bullying so personally. Like, when I see it happening, I involve myself. You know what I mean? I'll involve myself and ask, what is this person doing to you? You know what I mean? And to an extent where it's like, okay, no, cool. You do that. We're gonna beat you now, or I'm gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember there was a time when I saw some youngsters getting shook up by these Manyora niggas in my neighborhood, and this was during the day. You know, like, there's that school right next to the high school right next to my crib, and these kids, like some little Indian kid, I think he's a foreigner kid from like either Zambia or whatnot, but you can see they keep to themselves. The Tswana kids, those kids were getting shook up, and once I passed them, I saw these guys baba tlohela. You know what I mean? So I stopped and I reversed and I go ask these kids, yo, what's going on there? They're like, nah, these guys were trying to take my phones. Hey, man, I went back for those kids, dog. I went back for those kids. Those kids were busy apologizing. No, I'm like, nah, you niggas were not asking for time. I saw what you niggas were doing. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm like, it's like, this is the extent that things go to. Like, something really needs to get done. This is not kids being kids, dog. No. You see what I'm saying? Like, something really needs to get done by this. And it needs to be a serious thing that really shakes people, to make people feel like, I can't be there, get terrorized just because apparently that girl had she was seen talking to this guy, this one's boyfriend or whatever. So these ones were there on some, he's trying to take your man, mobit. And I'm just like, these little girls, man.
The nerve, bro. The nerve.
You know? But anyway.
No, bro. Nah.
Yeah, but I'm with you on this one, bro. I'm with you on this one.
And if my child is a bully, I will deal with him.
Exactly.
There's no way. We're not.
Exactly.
My mother and I are not raising a bully.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
So
Nah.
Hey, but anyway, man.
Nah. Anyway, let's move on to lighter things, bro. Man. Your man's in them. Your uncle.
The uncle
is shuffling the deck.
The uncle has reshuffled the deck upstairs.
Yeah. And then they went on a retreat.
Hey, man. So I saw a post. I didn't manage to read it properly, but then I saw yours. I'm like, ooh, they touched this one. They touched this guy. So you'll tell me about that. But now,
I didn't even read the article.
All I saw
I just
was
read the headline from
Lefuno. All I saw was the big man Ramateka. He has been moved from finance to housing and Peggy
Zozo.
Well, you don't get to keep that name.
No.
Lorna will make sure we say it here. She asked, but we made sure we told her as the nation that no.
Peg Zozo is
that
no
name,
longer yours.
Her new name is
Pegnim.
Yeah, she's where the money is.
Yeah.
And she better act right.
I was Peg.
But something. Just fund the youth.
Yeah,
the youth is trying.
You know?
Can you say the youth is trying?
Just fund the youth there.
But anyway, man, I don't know much.
Minister Chili Boy, just fund the youth there.
I don't really know much about
I don't know.
Going on there.
No, the cabinet reshuffling thing, I really don't know much about.
But I will say one thing that I was talking to a homie of mine, Latunde, and Latunde's mentioned something that is very important. He did, you know, one thing he was saying was, as we may not know much about why this whole thing happened, but one thing for sure, in such situations where people are holding such high positions and such important positions, the reshuffling that happens this easily and this quickly shows a lot of instability. It shows a lot of disagreements also. There's a lot that's happening that people aren't doing right. You know what I mean? Tota hela, if your company was switching head of accounts CFO. A CFO every other month, you'd be doubtful, and the thing is, it's scary because that's where the money is, bro. That's where the money is. You know what I'm saying? So the real question is, what's going on?
But
bro?
let me ask this, okay? And not just to you, but to everybody that's watching, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you put people who have some kind of background and knowledge in the department or the area that you're sending them to? Like, wouldn't it be best to put an economist in the finance area? Wouldn't it be best to put an actual doctor in health, like stuff like that?
That's a great question, bro.
To put somebody who's been in the army in Ministry of Defense, like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Insecurity or whatever it's called, like stuff like those things. Like I think about those things. I'm like, but it would make sense to put somebody who knows a bit about this stuff. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you put someone who doesn't know, then like, what is their impact going to be on that ministry? You see what I'm saying? And what happens? Are they just a project manager? Like I want to understand.
And who's and how liable are they when things don't really go right? Yeah. Because then again, you forget how you put a minor behind the wheel of a car. Yeah. So it's like, who do we blame now? You see what I'm saying? And then targets as well. When like, what do we say about these targets? You know what I mean? Like, no, they don't. But this is what I'm saying, Jorge. Can we hold this person who's just been put in liable for targets that were put in by the person that came before them? How do you say it becomes Jorge? But guys, you know I was handed matata abato. Do you see? People are on that tip, gun. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I just feel like
And didn't there go up also? The pay.
Yes, it actually did. It actually did. I think I saw something like that. What if they'd be getting a pay raise? Okay. So
it's nice.
We don't even need to put the clip there. The uncle. But you're thrashing live, my man.
All right. More into these
anyway,
things. An industry that we're in. Yeah. One that you are in. I dabbled a bit. Cosbots. The CEO has been suspended without pay or with pay.
I don't know what is it without pay.
He's been suspended with, we don't know.
But pending investigations. That's what they said.
Now,
pending investigations.
The scandal of, for those that don't know, Cosbots is the place where, as a musician, you go and claim your royalties.
Royalty Association.
It's the Royalty Association.
It's the Samro, it's the, I don't know.
So what happens is that you make a song and it's played at the radio station. The radio station has to pay you for playing that song. You get a percent, you get some money for it. I don't know how much it is.
And every other place where they played Spa,
TV, Spa, TV. If a DJ plays it in the set, all that stuff.
And they're even supposed to be able to collect it if it's played in another country.
Yeah. So basically, it's the board that helps you collect your money as an artist, as a musician.
So you don't die a pauper, like how they say. Yeah.
So the fact that this gentleman is being suspended pending, what are they investigating exactly?
You know what they did. They didn't want to say what they're investigating. So I saw a thing the other day where somebody put up a picture of this guy.
Before and after.
No. They put up I don't think it's before and after. It was a picture of this guy, and right next to it was a screenshot of a payment that came in for an artist. Yeah. And then they they like censored the name of the artist.
Yeah.
And then all they showed was because I get it now. What happened was there's a new deal that Cosmos did with Poso Money. I don't know why, but
so you're getting your money.
So we're getting
money.
paid through Poso Money. So this guy now.
So who's enriching who? There?
I'm trying to figure out what that deal was done. Why that deal was done. Obviously, you know what I mean? Because we were all forced to go and open accounts there.
That's so whack.
And then in that screenshot, all they left was Babon Sakore. This artist got paid 7 pula.
That's one spin on radio?
Just about, yeah.
One spin is $7. So they song played.
I'm trying to remember.
So their song played one time on all radio across
just about that.
RB2,
4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere there.
Duma FM, Gabs FM, Yarona FM.
Yes, sir.
6 stations, your song played one time, bro.
Mm-hmm. This is what they're trying to say.
No, something is not. I smell a rat. I smell a big fat ratatouille.
Did you? Okay, I've heard something and I need you to explain to me if you understand it.
Okay.
I heard, Hore, when your song plays on, and I think I got this from some, I'm not sure where I got this from, but when your song plays on a chart,
on a chart show,
Moridio,
yeah,
it's not classified as a spin.
Why?
Because apparently it's taken as taken as a request from, or like a request that's made by people from outside. It's not like the station is not using it for themselves.
First of all,
I think the station is not really using it for themselves, so you can't count.
No.
You can't count. The Pinakore, you know, my song was always playing on the chart.
No.
For 10 weeks stage, you can't count that 10 weeks.
And then as it climbs up, no, you're cheating. You're stealing from artists. Get the fuck out of here. You're cheating. A spin is a spin. The reason why you are in radio, reason why you're playing songs on radio is because people like those songs and you want them to tune in because they know I'm going to hear my favorite songs on your radio station. No matter whether it's a countdown, no matter whether it's a request show, no matter if it's just a playlist, no matter if it's just along the scheme of songs get playlisted, but at the end of the day it's being aired. So you should be getting paid for the song being aired. Why y'all trying to cheat people, bro? Like, nah, fam.
Scandalous.
Scallum. Like
Scandalous scallums, nigga.
Like my better half would say, scallum. Scallums.
Yeah. Very sneaky people,
bro.
But basically, yeah, right now that's all the information we have.
Artists.
The guy is being cut the pending investigations. Then I don't know what but Hape at the same time he's under suspension, so I'm sure he's part of the investigation. So tota go lebe go kare ke khanya madi, and Cosbots has always been khanya madi tota hela gore somebody would jahile, somebody's eating too much there, somebody's
artists
eating too much there.
Go and inquire about what's going on in Cosbots. Your livelihood is dependent on it.
Straight up.
Go and investigate. Go find out. Go
up.
Ask for reports. Yo, this station played my song how many times? That should be free public access. Go find out and go claim your money. I'm still
trying. Sorry, somebody mentioned something about Radio Monitor Maloba, and was on some. The Radio Monitor thingies don't correspond with the radio station ones.
What?
The tele tsa Radio Monitor ne di corresponded. Let's say it's go Cosbots. Look at Cosbots in area. Your song was played so how many times? I'm still paraphrasing these things. Hey, don't you know what Cosbots era? They go ask for playlists.
How rudimentary must we be?
They go ask for playlists.
In 2021, with so much technology, how rudimentary must we be?
Don't you remember when there was a time when a thing called Ab Stereo was started by a guy called David Mwepeng? David Mwepeng was the guy who was called he was Yarona FM, and then he started that Ab Stereo thing. The idea was he had that gadget or whatever the thing is that can that Prince reports and tells you this is the song that played this many times, this artist was played this many times this week. And the thing is, he was trying to push to ultimately end up bidding for this tender. The people themselves, we should basically impeach the guys and give so that this guy can get the tender.
Now look.
Then Nobody fucked with him.
Guys are getting 7 pula now.
Nobody messed with him, and he was there on some guys. I can still make a lot of money even just being transparent, because all you guys have to do is pay me this much. These guys, these guys just have man. And then something happened, and his thing didn't work out, and then he just went quiet with it, man.
Now look.
But anyway, that's
right
that. So people will just have to, I guess, keep their eyes open. We'll see what happens to the CEO guy.
No, it's like the BBS guys. They'll just be reinstated later.
Yeah.
Or he'll get demoted, and someone will take over.
You know what I mean?
CEO.
And then they'll just throw someone else in there, and then there's I hope, and then God forbid there's a new level of Khojakhape somewhere else.
Why a green Audi like that?
I actually like that color.
I don't know.
I really
matte,
like that
but
color.
not shiny. Matte, but not shiny.
But you see, it's almost like
onto more hot topics.
Onto the
fires. And there's a lady named Agatha who's making waves there.
She's making crazy waves.
There's one video that I saw. I don't know anything else besides this video. She said she would eat your men's.
Do you know this woman?
No.
So this lady, not the first time I met her through someone, and she's like a motivational.
She's person. A life coach.
She's a life coach. So I saw her in a thing, and she was working out something there, and speaks very well. You know what I mean? And then I would see her occasionally here and there, and then and then out of nowhere, this video pops up. Okay, yeah, one video. Hey, video is going crazy. People are already talking about it. So I asked, and then obviously there's always a homie somewhere who has. But don't you know this Agathas thing? Swarano born. Kaleba hibatu. Retale jalabanna. Retale jalabanna.
In Setswana,
you must work. You must work. Our mothers used to work. You must work. So that was the gist of her thing. I'd like to believe whatever this conversation or whatever she was lecturing or tutoring about or whatever or coaching about was something about how women should step up something.
Yeah.
In terms of working harder at keeping their men, or in terms of pleasing their men, because there's always some woman out there who's willing to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you took that video. I don't know how you understand the message, and if you don't agree with it, or let me just say, how did you receive this video when you saw it? You laughed at it.
Well,
why?
Okay, no. Let me tell you. My point of view on this whole thing, right? I think the reason why it rubbed people the wrong way is the delivery and the message.
The delivery and the message.
That's what's rubbing people the wrong way. The actual message doesn't rub people, and then also it's a harsh truth. That's what's rubbing people the wrong way also. But I don't think it should just be one way.
It's like it's like
exactly.
Like you could have just
cold water.
You could have just been like,
but that. How many times do you have to do that? You see,
and it's like every day I have to do that. But you heard your alarm.
The splash in the face is going to wake up instantaneously.
Wake you up, yeah.
Right? I think that's what people are angry about.
Yeah.
But I feel like it goes both ways.
But there's a message in there.
There's a message in there that look, guys. Or she's focusing her message on women.
On the women.
Look,
right.
The reason why your man chose you is because of A, B, C, and D. Now, if you let those things go, why should he stay? Because he was drawn to you because of A, B, C, and D. And I think to go further, it's vice versa. As a guy, your woman was attracted to A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
You would, there was effort. You were chasing her. You know what I'm saying? You wanted this woman.
Her,
You got her. Now you want to relax. Nah, bruv. No, bruv. No, man. I had an OG who was maybe 15 years old. I had a few OGs in my lifetime. But this one in particular, when I was 10 years old, he was 36. And he had lived life. Like that man Theo had lived life. So he would always say,
the uncle.
Look, my boy, like you see Thea? You see Thea? Every night I chase her around the house. I chase. You must chase. Always chase. So now as I got older,
you should, if we could still do like the voice message thing, I'd ask you to use that voice and just be like, tell him that I'm gonna call him later,
tell him
man.
Call you later, man. Hasta mañana, man. Hasta mañana. Anyway, and as I got older, I understood, like, okay, snap. And I'm guilty of it. My lady will tell you, I'm guilty of it, of taking my foot off the gas pedal.
Forgetting,
You know what I'm saying? Just letting the car idle, for lack of a better term. But as men and as women, you should always be in constant pursuit of each other, especially like in a relationship.
Yeah,
to leave no room for a person to be like, but damn, did you see that? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so, but her message is directed at women. And I think women, because they are sometimes the loudest on the internet, it hit them, and then they're the ones who are always commenting about it the most. You know what I mean? And then this woman is not shy from answering people when they comment on her thing. She like, I was looking at the comments. I didn't even watch the whole video. I was looking at the comments to be like, and she's like, look, here's another one. And like, she'll take screenshots and then put up the screenshot of a person's comment. Like, this is like, she'll say, this is an example of a woman who's whose man is being eaten by a 19, 21-year-old. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see, so I think the brashness of her delivery is what's rubbing people the wrong way, not necessarily the message. Because I get the message, like, yo, like, keep up, like,
you gotta keep up.
Like, the success curve is not appealing to, like, your woman is just looking at you like, hey, look at this guy.
No, that is true though.
He's going back for that plate. Aight.
But let me ask you this.
But I'm not saying then women out there who don't find that attractive. There are women who find that attractive. But if you met your woman and you didn't have that, then hey.
Of course, But let me ask you this, just to get deeper into it, to just make you. With all this being said, some women are guilty of having their men chowed by other women.
They're guilty of it.
No, as in they are not guilty. As in they are. Some women are. Sorry, let me phrase it differently. Some women do get their men chowed by other women, but they're still keeping up doing everything. So, are we saying, Jorge?
I don't think. Oh, no,
are we saying,
Jorge,
no, these guys that? Are we saying, Jorge, men? Every man that is cheating is because is cheating because.
That's not what I'm saying. There are men out there who have problems.
Without getting too deep into it,
yes, there are men
just reanimate with it quickly. Hella,
there are men who just.
Why are some men doing
that? Can't be monogamous. They are like it's there. Like, so, I think that doesn't apply for what she's trying to say, because there are guys out there who just want to populate the entire world. Her thing,
because I'd like to believe that she's really trying to teach something here.
Yeah,
there was a lesson, and the lesson was don't slack.
Yeah.
It wasn't yo one way or another.
No,
so whatever you were thinking, we're gonna chow you in.
Yeah. It's just keep the foot on the gas pedal, keep that fire lit. You know what I mean? I know relationships go through seasons, but try by all means to keep that fire lit between you and your partner.
The intention was good, I guess.
Yeah, no, the intention was good.
The intention was good, I guess.
The message was not received.
And was not.
It wasn't delivered the right way. You know what I mean? It's when you, it's like what you call it. You watch soccer, right? I used to watch soccer back. I don't watch it now, but back in the day, remember that guy that was from Brazil, played for Madrid, the defender.
Give me a name.
Roberto Carlos. He would shoot the ball from damn near halfway, and then instead of going in, sometimes they would hit the post really hard. That's like for it. She kicked that ball and it hit the post, and it went bing, and everybody's looking like, what is happening? It didn't hit the net because the sound of the net sounds better.
True.
Yeah, but anyway, my analogy.
I get you.
My analogy.
I get you. Yeah.
But Agatha, hey man, it's entertaining. Do your thing.
I guess, man. And you know, sometimes you know, like we always say, and like how we spoke about in the previous in our previous conversations. Sometimes you need to cause a ruckus to get the message across, because sometimes people just ain't listening the right way.
Yeah.
If you come in too nicely and come in too politically correct and tell them what jalaban, and then it's like
clutching pearls. She wants to eat my man. Can you believe her? And then they started a tribe of hate up towards Agatha.
But this is Africa, though. You don't want somebody to.
Yikes.
I'm just saying, this is Africa.
Yeah.
Next thing, you're levitating while you're on the toilet. You're levitating on the lavatory.
Wow.
Boss. Wow. Anyway,
but to stay on this topic,
of
there's another
women,
gentleman that's burning the internet.
Yeah.
He's burning his name is Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels has a show on, I think, YouTube or Instagram Live or something like that.
Yeah.
Where he basically gives people the harsh reality of their situations. In the beginning, most people don't know, but in the beginning, most of his clients were men, trying to help men become better men, and trying to help them because a lot of men would say, not even that, but a lot of men would say, hey, dude, I'm at this point in my life and I'm not meeting the right woman. What am I doing wrong? And then he'll ask him simple questions.
And then he just asks certain questions.
Yeah, he asks certain questions to reveal more information.
To just align you to your part. As much as people like to always say this, don't box me in. People really do kind of just fall into categories.
Yeah.
So he's really just trying to find you your category.
So then it wasn't gaining traction, so he diverted his attention towards women. So he's been basically blazing the internet because he's telling women what they don't want to hear. A woman would call in and say, I'm looking for a man who is 6'2", 2 meters tall or taller, dark and handsome, and he has to earn 6 figures. And he's like, but ma'am, how much money do you make?
And would a guy who has all those things
want you
be looking at for a girl like you?
Yeah, like, or the one example he gave, he's like, no, the woman was saying, I need a good Christian man. God is gonna provide. And he's like, but do you go to church? Do you cook? Do you do these things that most of those men in church are looking for? Do you do any of those things? And she was like, no, God will provide. He's like, but do you see? And then he's like, 6 figures Ghana is a lot already. That's the top 10% of money. Men in America, men and women in America. 10%.
Which men do you know already who earn that?
Entertainers, athletes,
and the thing is,
politicians.
You understand?
And then he's like, then you want them to be 6'2" or taller. Now you're focusing on athletes. There are not enough of those to go around. What are you saying?
And the crazy thing is, I remember him. There was a part where he mentioned something. I think you referred me to like a podcast.
Yeah.
When him and Joe were talking.
Yeah.
And there was somewhere where we were talking about
the Joe Budden podcast.
Shout out to Joe Budden. You know what I mean? And there was a part where he mentioned something about or something in that conversation. They mentioned something about women want to be a modern day type of woman, but you want an old school type of man.
Yeah.
Like you want an old school type of man in terms of you want that guy who all he's going to do is he's going to grow up, start working, make money, and want to just provide for a woman and his children.
Yeah.
And you just want you want that kind of life where
you must
have a
travel
man,
twice a year.
You understand what I'm saying?
You want to do that.
And it's crazy because now after you showed me that one, I started looking into more, and then I saw another one where you're talking to some other lady, and this lady was on some no. Now I'm a nurse, and the thing is, it's crazy. The crazy thing is the way he finds certain things, and he's like, this woman was talking about, no, I'm a nurse, and then he was on some. Well, the thing is, I've come to realize that because of your time and how like in terms of how much of your time is not available to go and date and be with a person, and to how much of your time can't be spent. This is part of the reason why a lot of men aren't looking for a person who's a nurse.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And it's not because a nurse is not a good person.
Yeah.
It's not because of that. You know what I mean?
It's because you work 16 hours.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And where is this man going to get the time to be with you like that? You know what I mean? So I really, he says so many things that just have me feeling like, hey, yeah. And the thing is, I like the fact that he's very blunt with it, because he also just teaches you how to just analyze things. Not even on a you know what I mean? It's just about how to
be pragmatic about a situation.
And what's the phrase that I heard? How to manage your expectations.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
That's really what he does. And some people don't like it, but then he mentions that unfortunately the people that come back to me and talk and tell me what I've helped them become better wives or better daughters or better friends, those things don't go viral. It's always when I'm tuning somebody out that goes viral. But I don't care, because I know what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? So I was just like, man, this guy's dope, man. I like him.
I like him. I like what he's doing.
I like him a lot, man.
A lot of people, and I'm not saying everyone, a lot of people have, and he'll ask women like, yo, what are you looking for? And then 9 times out of 10, they'll always start, I need a man who earns this much. So he's like, okay, your value is money. And they'll say, no, my value is not. I need a man who's Christian-based, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, but when I asked you what you wanted in a man, you said money first. So you need to realize that where you're placing your value, and that value is going to give you a certain type of man. Like you can't. So basically, you're expecting 6 figures. Your first want and desire is money, but then when all these other things fall short, you're not happy. But this is the first thing that you want. You see what I'm saying? Like if a guy says, if a guy is like, if we ask a guy, what do you want in a woman? And he goes, yo, I need a light-skinned John and blase. Okay, fine. Then you find a woman who's light-skinned, but then all these other things don't meet what you want in a woman or what you want in a wife. Then you get upset at light-skinned women.
You want somebody to be that. You want a woman to be that pretty, but a person paying attention to that of her prettiness that much can't be at home learning how to cook or be the best cook, or
might not even be bothered with
you know what I mean, or might not even care about it. And you want somebody who cares to cook, not cooking because they you know, like, and that's another thing, you know, like people will be like, no, I don't want somebody good. I don't want him to be doing it because because I'm saying they should do it. You want somebody who's loving, you know, who loves cooking and what. It's like, okay, you want somebody who loves cooking, but where do you see somebody who loves cooking and also is the best twerker? Where did you see that person wear?
Yeah. And it's wearing heels.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like
But to take it further, right? I think this whole thing of types is misleading people.
I think so too, man.
I think a lot of people are so enamored in a look, that everything else gets kind of blurred, and when they don't get those things, then the look or the type becomes a problem. And
I think unfortunately people were actually like, this is one thing I once said to some chick one time about like relation, and this was before I got into a relationship, and we're just talking about like what you're saying, types and hore. And I was discussing this with some girl, and she was just like, she likes this and this and this. And I was like, yo, but I like the same things, you know what I mean? So my conversation with her was just like, we ended up having, the conversation ended up becoming, how is it that I would have never known that you are like that, and had I not spoken to you?
Types.
Because I wasn't checking for somebody that looks like you.
Yeah,
and we're vibing.
Yeah,
but because I was in my head, I was only forced to talk to you because we're sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Had this not happened, we would have never spoken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would have seen you, and I would have never even thought, what today stationing, I was sitting next to a potential.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And like what you're saying, it's types. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's
so
types. Crazy? There are two people that we both know that I think want the same thing, but they are not each other's types.
They're not each other's types?
No.
You think so?
We'll talk about it. I'll tell you the names off air.
Okay.
But these two, bro, like everything that that I've heard them say before about the partner that they're looking for, is like it's each other.
Oh snap!
But they don't look at each other like that.
For each other.
They look over each other, bro.
Man.
But then if you suggest it, it's going to be like, nah, she's not my type. He's not my type.
Have these two ever been together with us in the same place at one time?
Us.
Yeah.
Yes.
As in like our little family.
Yes.
Oh my word! I think I know who it is. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get you. But you see now, what's happening there now, because people aren't like. But how do you get people like that to talk to each other on that level? That's the tricky part.
That's the tricky part.
To look at each other like that?
Because they don't look at each other like that. You can't get past the barrier of friend zone automatically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they would be like, bro, like the way I picture it.
I know exactly what you're talking about,
man.
And if it's the people that I thought that I'm thinking, I even remember the interaction when we're with them, and I was like, you guys, this could be a thing though if you tried it,
right?
Yeah, and they were just like, I was like, don't blow me over. But anyway.
Like, dude, like,
this one is falling.
I could be a match. I could be a Hitch.
This guy is
calling me Hitch. Mac Hitchens.
Mac Hitchens.
Anyway,
man.
Yo, engage us on it. We would love to have these conversations with women, with our counterparts, so we can discuss and get other points of views.
We need to I think because we're basically at the end of the show.
Let's wrap it up.
Quick shout outs that we like to send a shout out. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to my brother Tobo Kerekan Rakshin. Kino Suits. Everybody who is out there must know Kino Suits. If you don't know, where you getting your suits from, baby? Kino Suits has just now stepped into another new venture where now they've got Kino Sports. Is it Kino Sports? Sportswear. Kino Sportswear. And basically what my homie was saying is there's just another expansion of the brand, man. Kind of they ended up doing the water at some point. Yeah, they did the colognes. So now they're moving into sportswear. So the watches as well. I don't know if they ended up doing a cross collaboration with NACO or something, but I know that
gotta work.
My man's got his foot on the gas pedal. My man has got his foot on the gas pedal.
We love to have you on the podcast, on the PlugCast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come talk to us, bruv.
Space is right here.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean? So shout outs to that. Clapping the hands there for my G's. I don't know what else. I wanted to plug something. I don't know if you're comfortable with us me plugging it. My one half of this thing that you're watching right here has got a new situation going on, like food venture. Kinda, you know, my man is a foodie, so please, I don't know if we have a page yet for Mac. Get Mac in the kitchen.
Just relax.
Is it Mac in the kitchen?
Just relax.
Come on.
Just relax.
Okay, but don't edit this.
I'm not editing it.
Yeah, but
we're working on it.
We're doing big things right now. So please, man.
I want to get better, but you know the thing is, the more you wait, the longer it's gonna take you. So
thank you.
Yes, we're diving into the venture.
Thank you. The key is to start, man. Yeah, the key is to start. I'm so happy. I'm proud of you, my nigga. I just want to say that. Yeah. And keep doing your thing, my nigga. We're right behind you. We'll support you the whole way. And let's get it.
Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for paying attention to this podcast once again. It is us. We are out.
Hasta mañana, chicas.